When the rock is split, the operative noun is resurrection. The ravaged skin of soldiers resurrects as muted light across their jawlines and the backs of their hands. Guns reconsider their blooded smoke and go limp with orchards. When the rock is split, the bladed wind from the swing of the axe cools the brow of a father in Baltimore, a man angry with his own color. He is pressed flat to the floor with factory, the confounded squeals of his children and a refrigerator begging for cheap cuts of meat. When the rock is split, only then does he stand. When the rock is split, black boys who have succumbed to various phases of murder flip their hoods down from exploded crowns and claw for the ghosted voice as they gleefully struggle toward the shape of their birth. When the rock splits, it is their resurrected breath that pours from the wound. When the rock is split, it is the sinew and tangled art of their bodies on the mend. Before the rock splits, forgive our children for crying out at the sight of the blade. When the rock is split, the muscles of mothers course with renewal. They stop short of that tragic bend over the tombs of their children. They no longer loop endlessly through that necessary line, their hair sweated flat beneath bandanas, their bellies tight and writhing with the next victims of war. When the rock is split, their wombs house the echo. When the rock is split, war is relegated to memory, the staticky crackle of cliché on the grayed face of a 1950s television screen. John Wayne ambles through the smoke to tell us how wildly and wrongly we have been dreaming. When the rock is split, a single language will burst with bound fury from its throat. We will all speak in the backhand slap of music threaded with jazz measure and blue trumpet. Though yes, there will still be heartache's thin silver thread, we will still scream, we will still weep, we will still be so remarkably us. When the rock is split, we will not succumb to the lies history has told us. We will not join hands, black and white, wrong and right, to warble new alliance toward the heavens. That lyric misled us. We are not the world. Instead, we will lift the single hand of the man or woman beside us, and we will study its lines, its definition of life. When the rock is split, nothing changes at all except everything. Refugees rise from dust, borders waver and whip, a son in Chicago comes home. The sun is once again the overwhelm, that expletive dies in the mouth of the hater, and who doesn't hear? When the rock is split, you will feel the strike in your chest. Who hefts the axe? Who splits the rock? Who hefts the axe? Who splits the rock? Who hefts the axe? You. Who splits the rock? You. Who hefts the axe? You back there. Who splits the rock? You. Who hefts that axe? Dinez. Who splits the rock?
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Who hefts the axe? You. Who splits the rock? We all do.
Yes.
Woo!